Good day, everyone. I am GV Rivelo Daniel. Today, we will report about PART and CPM, together with my co-reporters, Damson Dilia Morin and Amilito C. Cadorna. Project management is a process of planning, scheduling, and controlling activities to achieve specific objectives within a set time and budget. In project management, constant talaga ang planning, scheduling, and controlling activities. Now, we will focus on scheduling. Dito natin maa-apply ang PERT and CPM. With the help of these two method, na-determine ng mga engineers kung kailan matapos ang each activities of the whole project. Nakakatulong din ito para maging maayos ang flow ng mga activities of the entire project. It ensures that all resources such as manpower, materials, and funds are properly used so that the project is completed successfully. What is CPM? CPM stands for Critical Path Method. It is a project management technique used for well-defined and routine tasks. It identifies the longest sequence of dependence activities known as the critical path, which determines the minimum time needed to complete a project. So, kung kailangan madalian ang project mo is kailangan mong gumamit ng critical path method. Pero, tinatawag ng critical kasi if any activities on this path is delayed, the whole project will be delayed. So, kailangan careful ang paggamit ng method na to. CPM also focused on balancing time and cost. Next is PERT, or the Program Evaluation and Review Technique. It is a project management tool designed for uncertain or research-oriented project. So, kung kanina is ang CPM ay para sa well-defined na task and well-defined din ang duration ng mga tasks in the entire projects. Dito naman sa PERT, magagamit ito kapag hindi pa tiyak ang mga tasks or ang duration ng mga tasks in the entire project. It uses a probabilistic model with 3 times estimates. First, optimistic, most likely, and pessimistic. This method helps create a realistic timeline for a project where the activity durations cannot be predicted with certainty. Here are the 3 points estimates of PERT. First is the optimistic, or the shortest possible time, most likely the normal or expected time, pessimistic, or the longest possible time. Now, here are the formula. Expected time is equal to optimistic plus 4, most likely plus pessimistic all over 6. This formula allows managers to make a balanced estimates of project duration. PERT is for uncertain, non-repetitive tasks, focused on time estimation, and uses a probabilistic model. CPM is for certain, repetitive tasks, focused on time, and cost trade-offs, and uses a deterministic model with fixed time estimates. Together, PERT and CPM provides comprehensive and approach to project scheduling and management. Next is PERT and CPM project requirements. To be continued by Damson D. Liamorin.
Okay, let's talk about the PERT or CPM project requirements. Today, either of the two techniques can be used with deterministic or probabilities of time. The remarkable historical record of PERT and CPM on large-scale projects accomplishment has gained worldwide acceptance. In all major projects of the government, PERT and CPM network is a mandatory requirement. Under Presidential Decree 1594, prescribing policies, guidelines, rules and regulations for government infrastructure contracts provides that the program of work shall include, among other things, estimates of the work items, quantities, cost, and a PERT or CPM network of the project activities. In the preparation of the bidding documents, the government shall make an estimate of the actual number of working days required to complete the project through PERT or CPM analysis of the project activities and corrected for holidays and weekends. On January 27, 1968, President Ferdinand Edralin Marcos issued Memorandum Circular Number 153, which provides that in order that the performance discipline on the field could be controlled, an easy reporting system could be made to facilitate the monitoring, evaluation, inspection, completion of infrastructure projects. All heads of departments and chief of bureaus and offices concerned are hereby required to change the old system of preparing the work programs of said projects from the giant chart to the PERT or CPM network. Strict compliance herewith is enjoined. On June 19, 1968, the Executive Committee for Infrastructure Program implemented the Presidential Order in a letter to all implementing agencies to read. Your attention is invited to a Presidential Order requiring the preparation of PERT, CPM program for every major project prior to their actual construction. Section of RA 5979 requires the application of PERT CPM technique to all projects with an estimated cost of 100,000 pesos or more. Thus, PERT CPM has become an integral part as requirement of project construction management. With the use of PERT CPM, the project manager can easily obtain the following information. Number 1, the graphical display of project activities. Number 2, an estimate of how long will the project last. Number 3, determine which activities are the most critical to timely project completion. Number 4, determine how long any activity can be delayed without lengthening the project. Before applying PERT or CPM to any project, certain requirements must be established to ensure accurate analysis and effective scheduling. These requirements include: number 1, clearly defined project objectives. The purpose, scope, and goals of the project must be identified. This ensures all activities contribute to the intended outcomes. Number 2. List of activities. All tasks or activities required to complete the project must be clearly specified. Each activity should be distinct and measurable. Number 3. Activity sequencing. The logical order of activities must be determined. Dependencies, which activity must be finished before another can start, should be identified. Number 4. Time estimates. For PERT, 3 time estimates are needed: optimistic, most likely, and pessimistic. For CPM, a fixed duration is required for each activity. Number 5. Resource requirements. Resources such as manpower, materials, and budget allocations must be defined. CPM particularly integrates time and cost for effective resource utilization. Number 6. Activities should be represented through a network diagram showing the sequence and interconnections among tasks. Number 7. Critical path identification. The longest path through the network determines the minimum project completion time. Critical activities must be monitored closely to avoid project delays. By satisfying these requirements, the project managers can properly apply PERT and CPM to plan, monitor, and control projects' execution.
Crushing. Crushing is a CPM technique used to shorten project duration by adding extra resources such as overtime, more workers, or additional equipment. While it reduces the completion time, it increases the cost of the project. For example, client wants to rush to certain project. In order to fulfill the request of the client, we must take an action, just like adding more workers, overtime, and additional more equipment, just like what I've mentioned earlier. Next is control and monitoring. This phase involves tracking an actual progress of the project, comparing it with the planned schedule, and making necessary changes. Control and monitoring ensure the project stays on track even when unexpected problems occur. For example, the engineer encountered a problem in the project, so engineer will contact the client and discuss it together to resolve the issue, and to ensure that the project will be done slightly delayed, and of course, the outcome is still what client wants. These are the causes of construction failure. Many construction projects fail because of poor planning and scheduling, lack of financial planning, and weak cost control. So therefore, I conclude that applying PERT and CPM method is important because these causes highlight the importance to ensure project success. Thank you.